I think we're going to give it a try for a tad bit longer, and then probably when we see like half the forest is dead, we're going to go, oh no, and we're going to build an air purifier and be like, we wanted to do this all along because we're a good company after all, we would never endanger the environment. Right? Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode on Rise of Industries with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to our mighty, beautiful industrial empire. So, in the last episode, we spent a whole lot of time actually setting up all these toy factories out here and setting up like some textile factories too that will very, very soon hopefully take care of manufacturing some dolls for us in order to further increase our profitability. Now the thing is that we will require some additional steps for that, namely it will be the cotton farms as well as some berry farms in order to get some paint ready for the textile, or some dye rather, and get all the cotton going that we will need for all the stuffing here that we will require for these very dolls. Also, as far as I remember, I think we had some on-top stuffing factories somewhere that weren't quite fully running, so we will probably look back at that at some point too. Now, the good news is that in between episodes, I did Google the water siphons, and apparently there is no kind of distinction between sea or lake. So we can literally just set up a water siphon somewhere out here on the seafront and pump all the water and use it for our farms without having to worry about that. So that is definitely going to be the plan here. But just very quickly, before we get started, if you're new around here and you happen to enjoy this episode, please make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below. That would mean the absolute world to me. We're currently trying to hit 1k subscribers. There's still a good bunch to go, and every single one would truly help out a ton. With that out of the way though, let's first things first maybe look at our warehouse range right here. And I think this should be working out for us in terms of water siphon, because to my knowledge the water siphons did not have to be right next to the water. So what we can do is you can just set up the water siphon somewhere here where it's still in range of the warehouse, and then have the actual pumps right along the water side in the range of the water siphon to get that water manufactured. Computer mega factory, that looks so cool. 23 million bucks though. We've got 3.4 currently, so you can see just how much that's going to extend out in the future. Now the good thing also is we've still got that PR event going. I've got no clue actually how long that is still going to be going, you know. I would love to have an indicator of how long that is supposed to last still, but I don't seem to be able to find that anywhere. Maybe in our headquarters we will see. No, I don't know. I'm really unsure. So headquarters models. Oh, that is actually very cool. I've never seen that before. Rural industry product prices +5, light and heavy -2.5. So you can get modifiers for the specific industries that you're meddling in that very village. Interesting. Okay, anyways, we are going to go and get a gatherer, which is going to be our water siphon, of course, and we are going to place that somewhere up here in the range of that very warehouse. I think we're literally just going to plonk down the street like that, and then, you know, if we want any additional water siphons, we can kind of go to the left to the right with that street, or maybe we want to place some farms there. But that way, it's in the range of the warehouse, it gets right into there, and we don't have to play around with any sorts of logistic assignments. Now, there's 3 water siphons for us. Absolutely beautiful. We are going to go and have to place down some urban roads, which we will do just like that. And pull those right through. Beautiful. That is all connected up then. We've got the water pumps going. This should instantly be showing up in the warehouse, I hope. Let us double check though. Ingoing products, we do have water siphonate. Beautiful. That is good to go. Now, just for a quick overview of what we need. We do need water right here, so that's actually something to consider. We're going to have to match up all the frequencies, so maybe we're already going to need like some on-top water siphons or something. Who really knows? Did we have any... Where's the warehouse? Oh yeah, right. So in terms of any ingoings right here, we've got some stuff from the livestock farm, which indeed, I mean, we're going to need. We didn't define... Did we define an outgoing for that yet? I guess it's automatically going out, is it? Did we not need that wool for anything? Or is that in my destinations? Ah, I think we're actually using that somewhere down here, are we? It must be the teddy bears or something that we were using the wool for. Yep, indeed. Okay, so the wool's going somewhere else. That's nothing to worry about. Everything in terms of those factories is already set with an out. Really interested to see as well if this is going to work for us in terms of pollution or if we are going to need an air purifier. You know, technically now that we have that water siphon here, we would have some water to supply one. But I do, for one, actually want to try out just how well the tree is working in terms of keeping pollution off the village side of the map. And, you know, on top of that, if we can save ourselves some money, why not? We're already going to be quite tight on water too. So there's a few reasons why I would like to try this. Now, in terms of the rest, though, let's go to farms and let's go and get a livestock farm going. We will have to see if one is actually going to be sufficient here. But we're going to start out with just that, and just going to get like some... Do we want to work like that? A livestock farm is like... Any farm is sort of like 4 wide, it seems. So if I would do it like that, we could still place a building right there if we wanted. And then we can kind of... I guess just do something a little like that. Cool. So that's going to be... Wait, what am I doing? No. Do we get 100% of the money back when we tear those down? Probably not. Why am I doing a livestock farm? Ah, I'm sorry everyone that you had to witness that. We absolutely just wasted some money. 92k I get back. Oh no, we're getting the full amount of money back. That's good news at least. What I do wonder is, if we wait for the PR event to run out, do we get the build costs back, or do we get back what it costs then? Because honestly, you could just generate so much money like that. Just like take on a loan of 20 million right before the PR event runs out, build everything, and then sell it for 54% more. Well, yeah, sell it for like, well, not 54% more, but for like 100 and something % more, but sell for more than double of what you paid for it. And you'll have 40 mil, you pay back the 20 mil, and hey, you got a free 20 mil. If that's a possibility, that's a bit of a concern. But I'm sure the devs have thought of that. If somebody wants to try out and let me know down below in the comments, though, I would absolutely appreciate that. I'm really interested, to be honest. If that would be the case. Maybe if I remember, we can actually check that in here. I mean, that would be honestly like playing the game a whole nother different way. But you guys know me, I like to just snake my way around things sometimes. So, what we actually want though, what we actually want is a cotton farm, of course. We will go and get some fields going like around here-ish, and maybe we will get one going right there. That will still allow us to build a building right there. We will need 2 plantations because we do also need a berry plantation. Technically, right? Did we not have one anymore? I think we tore them all down here due to space constraints, as far as I remember. And indeed we did. So that is fine. We're going to leave that one berry plantation that we just built. And we're going to build a second plantation for the cotton then. Hopefully we can use all these berries for dye. We will have to find out about that as we go as well, I suppose. Now, out here, I'm kind of looking to keep these slots for buildings, so we're going to build the fields like that for now, and we're going to be planting cotton right here. So, this is going to give us 6 cotton a month and 6 berries a month. It is going to require 6 water a month as well, so we're already kind of over the water limit, because I do think that we need water here too. We need 1, so we need 2 water every month here too, and I think we get 6 water a month from this, don't we? 15 days cycle time for 3 harvesters, so yeah. No. Yes, we get 6 units a month, so we do need a second water siphon, definitely. At least, you know, at least we're using this PR event very nicely. You know, we're getting every single penny of our money's worth from this PR event, I can tell you as much. So, turning these around, of course. Boop, boop, and boop. And then we're maybe just going to connect them the other way around so we don't have too much of a traffic jam going to the actual water siphon. We're going to connect that through. Done. Now, that's going to be feeding right into that one too, I hope. Double checking as per usual just to make sure, but there's the other water siphon. So that's all good and fine. Then with all the water siphons placed, we do have now 12 units of water a month, which will cover those farms and some stuff on top. Now we do only use 4 berries a month, it seems, on this, which may eventually create a bit of a berry overload in the warehouse. We will have to kind of balance that with maybe selling a few of those berries out. How will we do that? We could... I've got a bit of an idea. So the outgoing products to this textile factory are already set, right? But what we can do is a destination for the berries to the farmer's market, basically, just to, you know, sell them and not make, like, lose any money on just stockpiling them, and eventually we've got like 90 in there and the whole warehouse is blocked because it doesn't have any capacity. We're going to do that. We're going to do the max send of unlimited. We're going to do men capped. Usually we would need 4 a month, so I would keep that. I think we're going to do 6, just to be on the safe side. We're going to pile it up till we have 6 units of berries, and then everything on top, we're going to have the warehouse still out. Already worth configuring, I think, now that we pick up on that, just to make sure that we don't have any clogs there in the future. So, I mean, in terms of berries, we should be fine then. This textile factory is making something else indeed. This textile factory is using 2 units of cotton every 15 days. So 4 units of cotton a month. We should be generating the same amount of cotton here, I think. Yes, we are generating 6 units of cotton a month. We're only using 4 in this one. And we're using 1 unit of... Oh, wow, we're also kind of over the top on dye, aren't we? We're really over the top on dye. Gonna have to see what to do with all the excess dye. It's not like we can sell that. Well, maybe we can sell it on the global market or something, I suppose. Or we find an alternative use for more of that dye, which I think the Easter eggs need dye as far as I can recall. So maybe if we get like the petrochemical sort of part of our industry up and running and we make Easter eggs, we could use the dye on that. I think that would be the way to go. There's also this refined oil stuff, but I think that's just directly selling refined oil to the market. So, you know, that's sort of kind of fine, I guess. So, this textile factory then being fine. This one, definitely we have enough supply for that. We do have an oversupply of cotton, so we'll have to move something out too. But as I previously said, I think we may have had some some minor shortages here and there for the stuffing factories that we had in the south. Or I'm not even sure if we did have the on-top stuffing factories to sell some stuffings out. So we will investigate there. Maybe we can push the cotton down there. Now, we do have those toy factories. These actually use more. Okay. So this one actually uses the rest. Okay. Okay, well, we don't have any surplus in terms of cotton. That's good. So we're using 2 cotton right here a month. We're using 4 cotton right there a month. Taking all of that capacity 100% from the cotton farm and reusing it somewhere else. Now, that is great. That is beautiful. We then have the doll factory right here, which will use the stuffing and the light fabric. Now, double checking those frequencies too here. We will be making 2 units of light fabric every 30 days, and we will be using 1 unit of light fabric every... Okay, so, I mean, I think we will have to do some playing around there with all the frequencies and everything, because there is evidently a bit of over and under supply here and there. There is also, I mean, we do technically have 4 units of dye every month. We're using 1. So we do also have 4 units of fiber. We're using 2. So we could do, when we want, another textile factory, which would ensure all the use of the fibers and half the use already of the dye, which would mean we would get 4 units of light fabric every 30 days, and then we can go and get another doll factory or 2 going, or 3 or 4. Well, 3, to be quite precise, and get even more dolls out there. The thing is, eventually we're going to get into a spot where we're going to oversaturate the market. I don't think there's any other toy stores anywhere around yet on the map that we could deliver out to, so that would be something that would go to the global market, which is not usually that profitable, so that's something to keep in mind right there. But overall, we should be good to at least get that production rolling. Now, we do have these textile factories. I've got one of these textile factories turned off. Everything else is turned on, so turning that on, so... And I think that is at least the whole cycle done for now. Now, what we do, of course, have here in the end, which we need to take care of, is going to be... Is it tier 2 products? It is a tier 2 product. This is our first... Well, no, it's not our first tier 2 product, because we're making teddy bears. Or we're making another set... Well, and we're making... No, this is a different one, but yeah. So we're making another 2 tier 2 products with the dolls and the light fabric, which is great. What is tier 3 then? Headlights. Wow, okay, yeah, that's certainly quite advanced stuff right there. Prototypes, car prototype. So yeah, you know, there's certainly a lot to come, but we're getting along. Very nice. I like that. We're going to choose a toy store, of course, as our destination right here. It may honestly be kind of worth it to get Zeppelin delivery in, especially looking at this. But it's literally just the dolls. I mean, it is a few berries as well, but I don't know. We're going to bank on this for now, and we're going to see how well it works, I guess. Let's get things going here. Let's get all the trucks driving around for us. We will have to wait for our first set of water to actually be delivered to the farm, so those can get going. So it's all going to take a minute kind of to spool up, I suppose. All those are going to go out. Now the water is all there. Now those cotton fields are already growing. Apparently we already had a set of water delivered, I guess. Berries growing, cotton delivered out, all the stuff harvested, all the trucks coming, all the trucks going, lots of traffic jams all around, beautiful. And we've got that textile factory spooling up. We're going to make some dye right there, which is going to be great and glorious and going to take absolute ages. And there's a quick save right in the middle there. I also don't want to spool too much, to be honest, because I'm kind of wary of losing our PR event. I would like to make some more stuff with that. But I do want to have this stuff quickly spooling before we like build even more factories and everything, right? We will also need another cotton farm for more factories. Just a little side note there. But yeah, so I don't know. I would like to see everything actually running for now. So here we've got the stuffing. This thing is probably still missing stuffing. So will this thing be? And we will have some light fabric coming out of that then. Overall, I would say everything's working fine, though, honestly. We don't need to waste too much time here on the PR event. Everything seems to be working fine. We've got another 2.4 million bucks left to spend, so I would like to spend some of that. You can see the pollution coming in here. Wow. Those trees are not really helping at all when they die due to the pollution. How much of a surplus of water do we have here? You know, I'm kind of wondering if we can just keep polluting like that. But, like, I also don't want to destroy the entire map with my pollution. Also, these farms are eventually going to be affected by the pollution if we go too crazy on it. I'm not sure about that, honestly. Like, I'm tempted to just give it a try, but I'm also kind of worried, I will have to say. You know, the air purifier we could just get right, like, nowhere, because there's no space for it. Well, that should work, no? Must be built on non-blocked tiles. But what is blocked here? Oh no, never mind. It's one wider than what we have here in terms of space. We need to have space to build this. I mean, the area of effect of these should be quite big, though, given what we've done down here. Can we quickly look at the heat map for that again? Yeah, the area of effect is quite big there. So if we were to build like up there, it should be very much sufficient, or like here. You can see that it kind of highlights where it would take away the pollution, right? Does it actually? No, it does not. But yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't cost us too much. It would cost us something though. I kind of want to. I think we're going to give it a try for a tad bit longer, and then probably when we see like half the forest is dead, we're going to go, oh no, and we're going to build an air purifier and be like, we wanted to do this all along because we're a good company after all. We would never endanger the environment. Right? Sounds like a plan? Sounds like a plan to me. We're going to do that, but what we are going to do is we are going to look at making more dolls. Actually, wait. I did adjust the frequencies here for the dolls somewhat, which actually means that we may be a tad bit low on cotton. So we've got 2 doll factories, which are going to make 4 dolls every 30 days. Now, we do have a potential supply of 4 dolls every 15 days, so we could get another 2 toy factories going. We could get enough fabric going. We do have enough dye, we've got enough fabric, well, we've got enough fibers. We could get enough light fabric going for another 2 doll factories. And I think that we're already kind of in a bit of a spot where we should be missing a bit of cotton overall, because I did kind of miss the fact that we had 2 doll factories. I mean, we're using 1, we're using 2. Well, that's actually stuffing. That's not cotton. What am I saying? So we're making 2 units of stuffing here, which means that equates. Okay, no, so we're using 2 units of cotton here. Okay, so we're good on cotton, basically. So you would need another toy factory for stuffing, which means another 2 units of cotton a month, which means another 1 field, which isn't the greatest efficiency, but for the money that we make is fine, I guess. The question also being... No, I think the research was quite expensive for that, wasn't it? Like, I know there was a research where you could get another set of on-top fields, but I think that was mega expensive. 2 plantation fields for 400k. Certainly not great. But the thing is, we would need that first 2, which is 6 days of research. Honestly, not terrible. More storage units to farms. Don't really care about it, I guess, but hey. Ah, this was the expensive one, livestock fields. I mean, the thing is, I guess 1 on-top field in the long term would cost me less maintenance, and we could also condense down the amount of farms that we have down here. I don't even have any plantations down there where it would make sense. It's literally just for this. No, where are we getting the rest of the cotton from? No, we do have a plantation here. What am I saying? Well, we have 1. And there's no real more stuff needed. I'm not sure. I mean, how much would it cost me to build another plantation at this point in time with that price would be 80.5k. I don't know how much a field is, but let's just overestimate it to be like 10k. So we would pay 90k. The research would be 400. I mean, like, how much would we realistically save in terms of maintenance costs? Like, a livestock farm, for example, right, with 1, has got a building upkeep of 8.75k. A livestock farm with a full set is 16.25k. Now, please tell me, is that like 3.25k? No. That would be 12, that would be 15.25. It's 3.75k for an additional field. So we would save... We would save 5k a month from this. Which would mean 60k a year. Which would mean including the price that I pay for plantation and an overestimated field, say even it's 100k, to amortize that investment would be like, which means like get back the money that we invested, of course, would be like 5 years. I mean, we're in year 7. And, well, I mean, if we have more plantations, it may make sense, but I don't think it makes sense at this point in time, honestly. May as well just build another plantation for now and tear it down later and just, you know, when we've researched, kind of condense down the fields. But, I mean, if we had it for livestock, may make more sense. The thing is, for livestock, it's mega expensive, so it doesn't. And, well, you know, for, like, crop farms doesn't make more sense because, well, I mean, maybe it would make more sense for crop farms because I could get rid of one of these and add on some things here. But, like, honestly, it's a lot of an investment for this. Also, no, I was really scared that the PR event was gone. It wasn't. This was just in the way. We're all good. We're fine. So we're going to build another plantation. We are going to build another plantation. We are going to go and make it cotton. And we're only going to build one field there for the time being, which does not, of course, fit in right there. Should have been the best way to fit it in. Cannot fit that there. I would have to block some space right here. Cannot fit that in right there. Okay, we're blocking in some space right there, I guess. The question once more becomes, do we have enough cotton for that and all? We will have to find out if we do. But yeah, so, I don't know. Not enough cotton, enough water. Apologies, that makes more sense. So yeah, I don't know. We will have to see, but I think we're going to go this step. We've got all the fiber, we've got all the color for this, and we've got the demand for another 2 toy factories. So in the next episode, we're going to go set up another 2 toy factories. We're going to go set up a factory for heavy fabric as well, and we're going to make sure that we've got enough water for all of this. And we're going to go set up a 3rd toy factory just to make all the stuffing for the 2 that are making dolls. So a good bit of an expansion push. Hopefully you do have the money for that. Fingers crossed. I think it'll be quite tight, but we're going to go give it a try, and hopefully we should make even more money off of that. So very much looking forward to that. For today, though, I'm going to end it off right here. Hope you all enjoyed the episode. As usual, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always help out the channel a ton. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. But with all that out of the way then, as usual everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.